guys, this is RuRoniK95 here, and welcome to the 2023 edition of my DVD and Blu Ray Collection Library video series. Last time we were going to take a look back in the category under movies, TV series, and anime, which is on the Blu-rays. We're going to be doing the movies of the 1930s, 40s, and the 50s on here, especially the popular movies, because I know a lot of you movie collectors want to check this out in this video. So let's dive right into this today on the Physical Media Video Library series. Welcome back. In this brand new video, we're long overdue for more videos because even though I've been almost getting a lot of ideas, though, we're going to be taking a look at the popular films of the year, decades, especially from the 30s all the way to the 2020s on this DVD collection, including some popular movie of the years. Like I got some from the 80s and the 90s on here, which we're going to be taking a look at that next time as well. But for right now, we're going to be showcasing some popular movies of the 30s and all the way to the 50s in this video, because this is a brand new video, that's why. So, let's dive into this video. Let's begin. And we're going to mention some in-between on these movies on between the 1930s and 40s in here. The first one here I have on the DVD is Dracula, The Legacy Collection. Even though this is the first 1931 movie from Universal Classic Monster Movies, though, this has two different versions with the music score. One has the Philip Glass score, however the other has the original score on the DVD, and this has the featured commentary with film historian David J. Scull in that one. There's a lot of extras on this DVD, and not only you have that, you also got the Spanish version of Dracula with the introduction to the Spanish version of Dracula with Lupita Tovar in that movie. Lupita Tovar is an excellent Spanish actress. She has done many great Spanish movies of the years as well. And this also has Dracula's daughter in that one as well. However, the other two are Son of Dracula and House of Dracula, which I think those should go to the 1940s in that. Yeah, this is a 2004 DVD release, by the way. Another movie I have right here on DVD, I think I also got this at Barnes & Noble, Son of Kong. This has been a while since I've shown you this in my previous videos on the movie genres on there. And this also has theatrical trailer. I mean, I love the artwork on the DVD of this one, because this is basically like a little reminiscent to like these classic movie posters from the 1930s at the time as well, because I have a good feeling for this in a proper way of this as well, because this is a follow-up to the original King Kong movie, and however both of these were released by RKO Radio Pictures. Interesting. Well, yeah, some of it is presented in stop-motion animation for when they made the movie King Kong and Son of Kong as well. I haven't seen this movie, but I will watch it at some point eventually, because I have been literally getting into the movies, though. And another movie I have right here, and this is also part of the RKO Collection VHS releases on here. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. This is the 1939 movie. Not to be confused with the Disney film of the Whoa! Sorry, I almost dropped it. Not to be confused with the Disney film from 1996 of the same name. Well, it's been both of these movies have different titles. They're just the same name in general, though. However, this movie features Maureen O'Hara, Edmund O'Brien, Alan Marshall, Sir Cedric Hardwicke, and Thomas Mitchell in the movie. Oh, and Walter Hampden and Catherine Alexander However, I never knew that this is a 1990. What's the VHS release date of this? I'm not sure. Because I cannot find the print date on the VHS anywhere, because you never know. Maybe 1989 or something? Yeah, maybe. However, this is the studio original version. However, there is also the colorized version of this movie. However, this is in black and white, though, which I've also shown you before in my previous videos I did as well. And we're finally into the 1940s. We have right here. This is a classic movie from Disney I have right here. Fantasia. This is the special 60th anniversary edition on DVD, which is presented in THX certified with the THX Opti-Mode on there. And there's also... I do have the box set edition of Fantasia with the soundtracks, which I'll show you in just a moment after I show you this DVD, though. However, this has the two different audio commentaries, and this has the making of featurette on here. This is the restored, remastered, original theatrical version on DVD. This is presented in THX certified. Oh, okay, that's cool. It's great to get some movies that are presented in THX certified as well. Another movie I have right here, and this has been a while when I have shown you in the previous videos. The Wolfman. This is the Legacy Collection edition on DVD, though. Some of them came with like these lenticular slip covers like these. This movie also includes Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman and She-Wolf of London. Yeah, the 1946 movie. However, Werewolf of London goes to the 1930s movies. Just because we have a lot of movies that were released, came out in the 1930s and the 40s at the time, though. This is the great primary example for movies in the 1930s and 40s. If you've ever been a film historian on old movies, though. Because I've been literally getting into the movies on DVD and Blu Ray now. And another movie I have right here, and I got another 1940s movie with this particular unique DVD artwork on here. The Return of the Vampire with Bela Lugosi. Yeah, this DVD artwork, I loved it. I mean, this is particularly how they made this on here, which is like a little reminiscent of these movie posters from the 1940s at the time, just like my DVD of Son of Kong that I have right here, that I'm going to show you also. You know, both of these movies on DVD have like these classic movie posters of how the artwork as well. And this particularly comes why. I just wanted to come by on according to the fact as well, because I just wanted to realize for this of how this has got to me, though. And here's the DVD disc on here. I'm just going to show you as well. Yeah, it's the DVD disc of Return of the Vampire. It's been a while since I've seen this movie. Wow, this is presented it in black and white, and it's remastered in high definition on the DVD. I mean, if it's remastered in high definition, that would be on the Blu-ray, though. However, the DVD release is presented it in 480p standard definition quality on this DVD. However, this DVD has been renewed by Columbia Pictures Industries in 1971. Yeah, they have been renewing old movies from the 1940s at the time. That's what, particularly how they got a lot to do for... Yeah, but like certain movies from like the 1930s, 40s, and the 50s, and this always have to be renewed, like especially when they re-release the movie, though. Yeah, that's just got to me for this as well. Another movie I have right here, and this is a classic Elizabeth Taylor movie I have right here, National Velvet. This is a classic Elizabeth Taylor movie, in my opinion, though. This is based on the novel, well, which I don't think I have never read the novel, because I don't think I have never read it, though. However, this movie was renewed in 1971 by MGM, though. But, on the other hand, this movie was released in 1944. Yeah, because just because these old movies from the 40s have been re-released lots of times, though, because they have wanted to come for this, of how cherishing classic movies as well. Yeah, it's rated G, and it's 1944. Here's the sticker label from MGM UA Home Video. Yeah, it's MGM UA Home Video. However, it's also available on the Blu-ray from Warner Home Video as well. But this is the original tape, though, as well, because this is actually one of my favorite National Velvet movies of all time. Well, Elizabeth Taylor is an excellent actress, in my opinion, because to me, Elizabeth Taylor is the classic actress, in my opinion. She has been done numerous great roles in the movies. When she did Cleopatra in the 1960s, though. However, National Velvet has got to my taste in older movies the most, though. Just because this is an entertaining classic movie for how this has gotten to this. By all, this comes at once as well. Just to give you a little curiosity of what I could remember as well. It's good to have, you're having a thing for having curiosity. Yeah, this has been a while since I've seen this movie on Movies on Demand on the company from AT&T called Uverse. Yeah, I think I saw this on Movies on Demand on Uverse, but now I got to own this on tape because, yeah, it's been a while since I've seen this classic movie. Yeah, because this is a cherishing feeling for old movies as well. Because this is particularly one of my favorite Elizabeth Taylor movies of all time. As a person, I've always wanted to start to get to know on classic movies because of this. That's why. And another Disney movie I have right here on VHS. I think I had this for a very long time, but the cover's missing. Fun and Fancy Free. This has been a while since I have seen this movie like literally like 10 or maybe 11, 12 times. It's a classic movie, though. Yeah, this has been a while since I've watched this movie, though. And yes, this is the 50th anniversary edition from the Walt Disney Masterpiece Collection. But the slip cup, the clamshell case was missing, by the way. But to me, though, it's been a while since I've watched this movie. Classic movie, in my opinion, though, because, however, it's also available on DVD, though, under the Walt Disney Gold Classic Collection as well. Just to give you a little, like, curiosity of how I got this. Another movie I have right here on DVD, and this is a traditional classic holiday movie I watch every Christmas. Miracle on 34th Street. This is the classic movie from the 1940s on here. And to me, this movie is presented, it has two different versions. Disc 1 has the colorized version, and this has the audio commentary on here. However, Disc 2 has the original version in black and white on here. And there's a lot of footages on here, on the special features on this DVD. And this has the TV version of Miracle on 34th Street on this DVD. And this is presented in full color. Yeah, this is a classic traditional one. I have not seen the Miracle on 34th Street, the Mara Wilson version. No. This version I've seen is the Maureen O'Hara version. But I haven't seen the other version with Mara Wilson yet, but I thought the classic movie is new to me, though, because this movie stars Maureen O'Hara, John Payne, Edmund Gwenn, Gene Lockhart, and Natalie Wood, Porter Hall, William Frawley, Jerome Cowan, and Philip Tonji, if I cannot pronounce his last name. This movie is directed by George Seaton. This is a classic movie. I had to watch this movie every Christmas, though. Yeah, this just gets to my curiosity. And I have, right here, I have into some westerns I have from which I'll get to in just a moment. Another movie I have right here on DVD, and this is the Comedy Legends DVD release I have right here from Universal Studios. Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. This is a classic movie from legendary comedians from that are the classics, such as Bud Abbott and Lou Costello. Yeah, they're legendary comedians, which is part of the Abbott and Costello opus as well. And particularly, this is how you want to come by for like classic old movies, though. This has the feature commentary with film historian Gregory W. Mank on here. And this has the production photographs on here on this DVD, though. And this is presented in full frame on here. Yeah, because this has been a while since I've seen this movie, though. However, I love the artwork on the DVD, because that's how they put it on here, because this is basically like these reminiscent of like these older movie posters of the 1940s at the time, because this is how you want to call for wanting to come by for classic movies, that's why. And another movie I have right here on VHS, I still haven't yet to watch, but I plan to, because my VCR died. The Red Pony. I haven't seen this movie, but I will give it a watch at one point, because this is presented in digitally mastered from the original film negative, which includes the theatrical trailer on here. However, this VHS includes lobby cards, which you don't get very often, though. Oh, interesting. Do they came with lobby cards? Oh. Yeah, these lobby cards are worth some cash, and like if you ever go to eBay and look for some lobby cards on here. They came with lobby cards, you know, because these lobby cards came for free on here. This has the reproductions of these two original lobby cards. Oh, okay. And another one I have right here, and this is one of those like Walmart DVD double feature DVDs on here. I have the Red River and the Horse Soldiers. However, Red River was released in 1948. However, the Horse Soldiers was released in 1958 or 9. Yeah. I haven't seen the Horse Soldiers yet, but I will watch it at some point. But I have seen Red River, though. It's a classic John Wayne movie, though. Because I just couldn't believe they have these double feature DVD discs. Because it's something that you got from Walmart as well. Because this is perfect to have this in your DVD collection, though. And another movie I have right here on VHS, another Elizabeth Taylor classic, Little Women, because I have this on VHS. I got this at a thrift store a while back as well. This movie, it's been a long time since I've seen this movie, and I never knew that there's so many adaptations of Little Women. Like, you have the anime film of the same, the anime series of the same name, which I don't think I've seen it yet, but I will at some point. But I did see this classic movie from Elizabeth Taylor in that one, because to me, though, this is how you want to come by for like classic old movies, and this is directed by Mervyn Leroy. It's been a long time since I've watched this movie, though. It's released in 1949, that's why. And another classic movie I have right here on DVD with Rex Harrison, I have right here, The Ghost and Mrs. Muir. This is a classic movie from the 1940s on here. This has been a long time since I've seen this movie. However, this DVD has the commentary, and there's a lot of extras on the DVD, though. Yeah, this has been a long time since I've seen this movie. This is a classic movie, and to me, this movie has the Academy Award or nominee 1942 on here. However, this movie was released in 1947, though. This was renewed in 1975 by the 20th Century Fox Film Corporation, which is 20th Century Studios now, because despite that, Disney owns Fox, that's why. However, this DVD is part of the Studio Classics edition I have. It's been a while since I've seen this movie, though. Another movie I have right here on DVD, and I still have yet to watch this classic masterpiece on here. And this has been a long time since I've been showing you this in the videos. The Day the Earth Stood Still. This is the original Day the Earth Stood Still. There is also the 2009 film of the same name with Keanu Reeves on here, which I think I've seen the Keanu Reeves version, but this version I haven't seen, but I need to watch this at one point because this movie is directed by Robert Wise in that one, and however, disc 1 has a lot of and there's a lot of special features on both disc 1 and 2 on here. And this has the director's commentary with the director of Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan himself, Nicholas Meyer. And this has the all-new commentary on here. And this has the isolated score track on this DVD. Interesting. Isolated score tracks is something that I expect to see it if you hear it on a CD, though. I'm introduced to these isolated score tracks that you hear on every movie. Another Universal Monster classic movie ones on here on DVD. And once again, this time this has the classic lenticular DVDs that have like these reminiscent to like these old movie posters of the 1950s. Creature from the Black Lagoon. This is another one from this is part of the Classic Monster Collection from Universal Studios on here. And this is released in 1954. Yeah, and this is directed by Jack Arnold in this movie, though. I haven't yet watched this movie, but I will watch it at one point because I need to watch old movies like these as well. Because that's how I'm introduced to, like, classic old movies. Because I have been watching some Universal Monster classic movies, though. But Creature from the Black Lagoon, I need to give it a watch at this point. And also, there's another one I need to check out, which is the original movie with Boris Karloff, The Mummy. The Mummy with Boris Karloff, because I heard classic things about that old movie, though, which I think that's also part of the, and let's not to mention The Invincible Man, the older film as well. And the Japanese monster movie I have right here from the 1940s, and this is under classic media on here. Gojira. Yeah, this is the Japanese version of what's basically known as Godzilla on that one. However, this DVD has both. This has the original Japanese version, which is with having the English subtitles on here, but this one includes the U.S. theatrical release version under the title as Godzilla King of the Monsters, with the star from Perry Mason himself, Raymond Burr, in that movie. This has the making of the Godzilla suit featurette, and this has the audio commentaries on the DVD, though. However, it's also available on the Blu-ray from Criterion Collection on here, and now it's part of the Godzilla Showa series Criterion Collection set on Blu-ray now. Because this is what you like to call this under these classic media releases on here. The only thing I'm still looking for is Godzilla Raids Again. But it's available also in the Criterion Collection with the other Godzilla movies on here. This is in a digipack cover set on here. Disc 1, this is the original Japanese version on here. I will watch the Japanese version at this point, but I did see the US theatrical version with Raymond Burr from Perry Mason in that one. I will give the Japanese version a watch at this point, though. And another movies I have right here, and this is part of those movies that are released in the biblical stories on here, especially movies that have in the settings that have been adapted from the Bible on here. The Ten Commandments. This movie has the commentary by Catherine Orison, and who is on there. And this has the newsreel of the Ten Commandments premiere in New York. And this has the making of the trailer on here. Despite that this movie have been re-released lots of times, though, just because this movie has gotten really popular, though, I never knew about this movie. This is one of those top 10 epic movies of all time, though. This movie stars Yul Brynner, Ann Baxter, and Martha Scott, as well as John Carradine. who is in Son of Dracula and House of Dracula, who worked on the Universal monster movies at the time, and Vincent Price, who is known for The Last Man on Earth, and he also worked on The Great Mouse Detective as well. And Charlton Heston, who's known for Ben-Hur and the Planet of the Apes movies as well. And Yvonne DiCarlo, who is known for the Munsters in that movie. However, this movie is directed by... Who directed? Cecil B. DeMille. Yeah, if I cannot pronounce his name. This one, this has the movie, and this one has the bonus features on there. The only thing I'm going to give this movie a watch at this point, because I've heard it has been adapted from it's one of those greatest epic movies of all time. And there's another one I need to check out called The Robe. That's another one of those greatest epic movies of all time. I could put this movie on the par with Ben-Hur, though. I haven't seen Ben-Hur, but I've heard good things about Ben-Hur, because I want to check out that classic movie, though. And another movie I have right here, and this was part of my childhood. I remember, because I've seen this movie, like, literally, like, hundreds of times, which I remembered watching as a kid as well. And this is a classic movie, because I know it. This is also presented in THX Certified on VHS. Old Yeller. This has been a long time since I've seen this movie, though. However, this is the fully restored 40th anniversary limited edition VHS, and this has the bonus programming on here, which I had this on VHS as well. I got this at a Goodwill store back in 2007, because why not? Because this, and not only that, despite the DVD I have doesn't show the Buena Vista logo, I mean, this VHS I have has the Buena Vista logo after the silent 1991 Walt Disney Pictures logo at the beginning of the film, and this leads you straight to the Buena Vista logo at the beginning of the film. No, I don't have Forbidden Planet. I really need to get Forbidden Planet on Blu-ray, because I want to check out Forbidden Planet, because I've heard good things about the original classic movies like Forbidden Planet. Because I want to get Forbidden Planet on Blu-ray, which is the big one of the 50s sci-fi movies of the decade. Pretty soon I will get Forbidden Planet on Blu-ray at one point. And another Western movie I've watched, and this is the classic American Western movies of the 1950s, Rio Bravo. This movie stars John Wayne, Dean Martin, and Ricky Nelson in that movie. This is one of the greatest Western movies of all time. And this movie is directed by Howard Hawkins in that one. However, this DVD has the audio commentary by director John Carpenter and historian Richard Schickel. And this has the John Wayne Westerns trailer gallery on here, because I'm introduced to, like, some of these Western movies as well. Well, if I had to pick my favorite Western genres I like, I would say spaghetti Westerns. Well, the American old Western movies are good, though, because I want to see other ones, like, because I think I've saw classic Western shows like The Rifleman with Chuck Connors as well, but I need to check out other ones like Bonanza, Rawhide, Gunsmoke as well. You know, like these old Western, the cowboy Westerns as well, because my favorite, most genre I like is spaghetti Westerns, because I love spaghetti Westerns, that's why. However, the John Wayne Westerns are the classics as well, because John Wayne's the classic actor. Oh, I have something I got right here in 2 seconds. Also, I do have one that I got from my box set, limited edition ones, where I did the videos on the box sets. I have right here is the deluxe commemorative edition release of Fantasia on VHS. This has the making of a masterpiece documentary on VHS on here, but it also has the deluxe commemorative edition booklet, and this also has the commemorative lithograph of original concept painting, Fantasia 1939. Oh, and this has the certificate of authenticity on there. And this also comes with 2 soundtracks. Although I do have a CD player, I have been listening to these soundtracks as well. Because this is the deluxe commemorative edition box set as well. And this is something I could have in my box set collection, that's why. So that's going to be it for my video here for today, you guys. Thank you for watching, but before we go, here's what I'm saying for this one. This is the first time I want to showcasing some movies from the 1930s, 40s, and the 50s for the very first time under popular films, because what we're going to be doing as well, just like I had to do with genre categories under movies, TV shows, certain cartoons, have to put this way. This is something that is brand new that I want to be doing, which is something after I had to do with genre categories under movies, TV series, anime, and like certain cartoons for a while though. But the popular film ones of the years of the decade, this is something new for all movie collectors out here. But I do have some that are popular films from the anime, which we're going to take a look at the 80s. However, the ones like I got for movies of the year, which we're going to take a look at that when we do the 80s category on there as well. Hope to subscribe for more content. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, especially if you're new to my channel, because I've been wanting to start getting into know classic movies, and I've been literally getting into Blu-ray. Everything from world cinema, classic movies, spaghetti westerns, John Wayne western movies, as well as Universal monster movies, as well as Ralph Bakshi films from the 70s and 80s, and movies from directors like Walter Hill, Roger Corman, Ruggiero Deodato, a lot of good stuff as well. And also, I've been literally getting into movies that are presented in THX certified as well, and also metal albums on vinyl, everything from like, I believe, new wave of British heavy metal, Norwegian black metal, Scandinavian black metal, as well as death metal bands and thrash metal bands from the underground thrash metal and death metal bands from the 80s and 90s as well. A lot of good ones. And also patches for my battle jacket, from embroidered iron-on sew-on patches to like cloth patches for my battle jacket as well. And also I've been literally getting into like getting a guitar string from like Diodato, Ernie Ball, and Dunlop. And also I've been literally getting into like these guitars with these EMG pickups, as well as the Seymour Duncan humbucker ones as well, especially from either Charvel guitar or Dean guitars, as well as ESP LTD guitars as well. And there's a lot of cool stuff I've been getting into, because I have a whole different type of hobbies for the variety of it as well. And also be sure to smack the like button if you enjoyed the video, hit the notifications bell button, let me know your thoughts in the comments, right in the comment section below. Just let me know if you ask as well. And also be sure to check out my Anime Planet or Analyst, because I'm starting getting into Letterboxd now, because especially from movies and documentaries as well. And that's all I got for today. This is Rurouni K95 saying thank you for watching my video, and I'm glad you liked it. I hope you enjoy it. Hope to see you soon for the next video. Be sure to stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great day. This is Rurouni K95 signing off. Thank you for watching my video. I'll see you soon for more videos that I got them planned that are something new. Take care.